especially if you get bigger projects coming on board. The cash flow purpose of it, you'll get asked anyway.
That's why I said
So
you guys going to be
you
asked.
might as well just
Every month.
do it every month.
Yeah,
I think you're going to have to do it every month.
exactly.
It's going to be a mandatory report.
Oh, I get the good ones. I get the balance sheet, cash flow.
So just quickly with the balance sheet, right? I am not quite sure how it's going to work just yet, whether or not we have to submit individual balance sheets or whether or not it's going to get consolidated with DP World Holdings, because we're the trial balance integration that we're doing, that's actually to consolidate you guys into our holdings group, which means you might go into the standalone balance sheet P&L. Cash flow. Standalone balance sheet cash flow.
For Australia, we have a separate pack for management pack, your first pack, to consolidate all the cash flow and the balance sheet. So not every single entity have to do a balance sheet forecast and a cash flow forecast.
Well, it won't be possible because they don't have accounts.
Yeah,
They don't
so
have
like,
accounts.
yeah.
So we'll show you what to do anyway. Again, this has already been mapped by you guys. So
With the budget
with the budget submission. So it's just a matter of working through it and then putting through.
Does Unora have one?
Unora does not have one. No,
They've got no cash.
no, it's all paid out. DP World. So DP World Australia. So ports and terminals. So all of our other business units essentially outside of freight forwarding, we have one bank account. Everything is transacted and paid out of that one bank account and then distributed out through intercompany. So for example, wages for the whole business is paid out of one bank account and then it's distributed out through intercompany. So each business unit can take up their cost.
So then who is the approver that?
The approvers are still whoever the local businesses, the like finance managers, because it's all based on the PO system through Oracle, except obviously payroll is based on timesheets or whatever the monthly pays us. But normal expenses are all
The one that you showed me before.
approved by the local.
In the budget.
Yeah, so this is like dummy numbers. I got the freight forwarding one out. I don't know if they. So this is what it looks like. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Zoom in on a bit more.
Yes, I can. So, as for the budget and forecast, we do have to forecast the balance sheet on a monthly basis for the whole 12 months. So I think this is the opening balance, your cash, you put your cash and accounts receivable. I'm not too sure whether it is, you input or there are some line items like your working capital, your accounts receivable balance and your accounts payable balance that will get determined by depending, and your EBITDA will get pre-filled from your P&L. So it will get automatically loaded. So you can't budget the numbers in a way.
It's more the cash flow.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Balance sheet.
Just for the balance sheet.
For the balance sheet, this is
need
pretty.
to for
finish
now,
your mapping.
until the rest of the year, even for next year. You just need to input if required. I'll have to double check with Lisa and Dubai and Fiona actually whether or not we're going to do. I think we're going to do a consolidated balance sheet cash flow. I think you guys are just
For
going to
whole
consolidate
Australia.
for the whole of DP World Holdings. Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
because freight forwarding still need to do their own.
Yeah.
Because they're a separate sort of
Okay.
reporting
Or
group.
does that mean we don't have submit on a segment basis?
If it's consolidated, you guys don't have to do anything. It gets done at DPW.
It will be in one silk into the one DPW.
Yeah, because yes, that's correct. The balance sheet can be submitted as one, which is based on that trial balance.
But it's not hard. We still need to maintain it just for a cover. If we need to do that.
Yeah.
Because for budget time, we need to submit two, don't we? So we may as well keep it separate.
Split.
Yeah.
We can split that in the same fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least we have something in hand. So just in case.
Yeah.
Instead of you got to ask to do that, then you don't have to review it.
Have it But do we need to submit it? That's another question.
I'll find that out. I'll find that out.
We can
early
definitely
next
have.
week. And then I can get back to you guys
Yeah.
on that.
Ideally, for the foreseeable future, if it's one pack, it's better as we work through the legal entity stuff, right?
Until then,
So then it becomes an
easier.
automated, right? As in the trial balance is done, we close the books, balance sheet is balance sheet, rather than at the moment, it's a lot of manual work just because, you know, we've got a lot of stuff
Splitting the balance sheet.
manually split
Yeah.
estimates and whatever. Yeah.
Pretty painful. Say the least.
Yeah, for I guess balance sheet is pretty straightforward then. Map it to map the existing trial balance sheet to this and just submit it as it is.
Again, when you guys submit, see the total assets and total non-current assets, all those columns won't actually show up until you submit.
Yeah.
So what I suggest you do is if you're trying to match it all up, get your total assets to reconcile first, and then go down to your liabilities and equity.
Yeah, and then there is a check. I think this is the check.
That's a check within itself. It's
Yeah.
checking that
Making sure you're
Balance sheet balances.
yeah important. Which and then cash flow. This is the one I was talking about. The cash flow. So this is the changes accounts payables and accruals, accounts receivable prepayments. Some of them are pre-filled from the earlier part of the thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully it gets consolidated. I don't know. If not,
I'll check. If not, it's not like most of the stuff will come up there. There might be a few adjustments you need to put in.
Yep.
And then
then
it shouldn't be too bad.
yeah, pretty much you start with your opening cash balance. I think at the bottom here you have your opening cash balance, and after all the adjustments has been put in, your closing cash balance should reconcile back to your balance sheet. If not, you're either missing components. Yeah, I think it also takes in your capex expenditure as well.
That's the first period that we're submitting.
At the bottom, you can do an opening cash adjustment. So all the way at the bottom there,
Feed that
you
into
can put your opening cash adjustment as your prior month's opening,
Right.
and then it will roll forward from there.
I don't need the full last month's number.
No.
Okay.
You just get whatever your like whatever the opening balance. When the opening balance sheet is done, you'll have your opening cash. That's it.
Debtors aging.
That should work.
Do we do that? Do we do debtors aging
Yes.
for?
So scroll up here. So we do debtors aging. You don't have to do it to their aging. So you see how they have 30, 60, 90, 180, over 180. Just do whatever you guys have. So if you only have up until 60 days or 90 days, do that.
Yeah.
This is done on a just scroll to the left a little bit, Aaron, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Keep going. That's it. Okay. I think just
Scroll down.
select top 20 if you can. If it's a significant number. If your top 20 is a significant number of just total debtors, then select the top 20. If it's not a significant number, like let's say for example, I don't know, $500,000 holding or something like that, then just put it all into other trade.
This is you're confirming if it's one pack or two packs, Nick.
No, we have to do 2 packs.
Oh, this is 2 packs.
This is always going to be 2 packs.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're always going to do 2 packs for the Dubai management pack. The IFRS pack, we're going to do 1 pack.
It's gonna be tough to do this one.
Yeah.
That are aging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. The aging report, but that's for the whole group.
And I'm guessing the customers cross over and they use one account.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a manual consolidation work there. And also with for
The balance sheet is the balance sheet, but this one is
This one is,
more difficult than the balance sheet.
yeah.
Yeah, put everything together.
To reconcile to the closing balance as well.
The trade data's balance is going to be manually split.
That's arbitrary split 60-40.
It's going to have to match with this.
When you
Correct.
Do this. There's a reconcile.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And
Wait.
So this actually needs to happen first
well,
before your balance sheet.
Sheet, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't
what
know.
are the,
This control account is time back,
what are they? Just looking for the top 20 clients. And then the balance to be the other clients.
Yeah, so.
just for
The
other.
balancing figure with the other clients, I guess,
Yeah,
if that's the
a good
case.
assumption.
Right, but the top 20, it's based on top 20 owing or top 20
This is data.
revenue.
KOR, isn't it?
I think only.
Owing, right?
Can you
Top 20
open,
owing.
Really don't.
refresh that? Go to.
It can be a small potato client, but they're owing massive amount, or it could be a massive client, but owing very little amount.
Wow.
Question.
So what does this reconcile back to? Total debtors. There's no check here, right?
No, just
Equal to trade.
bad.
What do you mean it's equal to trade debtors?
And for the balancing item,
Oh, yeah.
get the age.
And the correct balance.
Sure, yeah, let's check September.
Am I gonna get the aging if it's a balancing item?
So I wonder if easier way is, so what we're talking about, Nick, is that we have more than 600 customers across the Silk group, right? And then they sit in, all of the legal entities, some of which are, so for example, for CCON entities or for Silk Contract Logistics Proprietary Limited, it's across the two capabilities.
Yeah.
So, of course, then assuming the total number for the debtors, age debtors, subledger here needs to match against what we have on the balance sheet as, receivable. So because the balance sheet at the moment, as you know, we don't split them. So when we split them, it's going to be estimate, right? So we're going to make sure our estimate for the balance sheet split makes sense.
Same as, yeah,
Ties back to this split, right?
that works.
So then what Min is saying that, well, then if that's an estimate, we of course can use the other bucket
As a reconciling.
as a reconcile item, but how do we age that make believe bucket? Right. So it's almost,
I'm even thinking.
I think you should have a threshold.
If we do a split
Hmm,
on to all aging buckets
yeah.
that way. we
I
can-
think then you have like,
But it's not
we
accurate.
end up with way too many estimates on top of each other. So we become hard to entangle.
Okay.
So
Let me talk to Kelly and Fiona, because what I'm going to suggest to them is we select one of these business units to submit the actual aging
For the whole,
for the whole business, rather than, because what's going to happen is this is all going to get consolidated up anyway.
yeah.
we-
Regardless how you split it.
Well, it's still looked at on an individual basis.
Right.
But it's gonna get consolidated up. So it needs to match. They're gonna compare it to your IFRS pack, right?
Yeah,
So your IFRS pack is gonna be just Silk as a whole,
yeah,
and then you're gonna have a debtor aging there as well.
yeah.
I don't think it's as detailed by, it's not by customer.
No.
I think it's just the whole aging number. So like you got
With respect,
IFRS
yeah,
pack,
one line.
just one line, which has got the aging 30, 60, 90, 120. But
So yeah, so if you're only separating those by LL and CL, only for it to be added together,
yeah,
ultimately and roll up, then it'd be easier if we don't have to split it, because at the moment to split it, it's a manual piece of work.
plus if someone asks us a question on
I can't explain.
it, yeah. So there's no,
Hey, but they do ask questions on
No,
my
right.
packs, IFRS packs.
they
Yeah,
will,
report. They will come
ask
back.
questions all the time.
So for balance sheet and cash flow, we're going to submit two.
Nick will confirm.
I'm gonna ask them right now.
We nudge it towards one pack.
Just do one.
But the
We'll
difficulty,
tell them when we do it.
yeah, the difficulty is how would that work in this pack? As you say that
Uh,
the movement is going to take up, and the
It's-
P&L number, it's per segment.
So in this pack, there's no necessarily a check because we don't enter the balance sheet.
Talking
in.
about the P&L balance sheet and cash flow interaction.
If we're not going to enter, if we don't enter the balance sheet in
Yeah.
here, then it's a consolidated balance sheet.
Then we're sub-
So they have no way of checking against. The only question you'll get is, let's say we pick landside logistics to put the aging in.
Yeah.
The only question you'll get is why is there no aging in contract logistics? And that's when we can go back to them and say, we haven't actually split the businesses out. We just consolidated the full silk business aging in one business unit instead of splitting it out, which is not going to make sense.
Yeah.
And then they can come back to us and say what they want us to do. But I can ask Fiona and Kelly now about that. But I mean, it sounds absolutely insane to do all that work to split out a number that we can't even explain for it to be added back together and eventually somewhere.
Yeah.
And then for someone to come back to us and us, we're not going to be able. We don't have a response. To be honest, it's going to be made up.
Yeah.
So just leave it. Just put it in. We'll put it into one.
Yeah.
Put it into one for now. Just
That'd be good.
half of these things are. Let's just see how far we can push them, and
Yeah.
see how we go. Because, like I said, for us, it's each individual business unit has got whoever does this pack. We have an aging for that specific business unit, so it always reconciles back to the aging pool. But I understand that that's not possible.
Yeah, it'll be extremely challenging for now. The sweetener we could put on the table is that once we complete our carve out / legal entity simplification project, all of these can be split quite easily.
Yeah.
Right? Because then our legal entities, each trial balance, including its age, that is
Sure.
ledger age, credit, like all of
And
it.
you'll have to duplicate accounts as well. One for CO, one for land. So
Correct. All of it will be fit for purpose. One is just clean for LL, one is clean for CL. But at the moment, it's because it's mixed bag of things, so it's manual. But once we've got that done, we don't really need to ask for a special consideration. We can already have that split by way of the legal entity setup. So yeah, that'll be our sweetener, our offering on the table. Once we get that done, you'll have it separate. For now, can we do one, please?
Okay.
Nice.
The summary.
My brain died. I needed to buy time. All right. What I was gonna say is amazing news. That was probably the last number reporting you needed to do. Yeah, this is probably the easiest part of the pack. You select your entity and you press submit data, and everything you submitted, I think, gets submitted somewhere. I don't know.
So run translation. What that means is that then converts so you entered all your data in AUD, and then it
Oh, yes,
will
that's
convert
fantastic.
data in the background into USD. It's every month.
More time.
No, but I was listening, and then my brain, I needed to buy time. And I'm like, okay.
Tying it up.
I was focused more on the commentary.
So what happens is everything from 13 down is all entering the data and submitting the data.
Yep.
Everything now moving forward is going to be commentaries and comparisons to budget, comparisons to same time last year to date, month to date, forecast, full year forecast, and all that sort of stuff. So what you do is it's going to be difficult to do it this year, to be honest, because you have no budget. This year. It's easy. Sorry. It's easy. So for the comment, so what you'll see here when you refresh it,
Refresh on that side.
no, you can't do it because they would have closed the period. So these packs are only open on the 3rd working day of the month.
For one day.
No. They're open from the
Uh-oh.
working day of the month until about the 15th, 16th.
Yeah.
If you haven't done it by the 15th or 16th, call because they'll close it off, and to get it back open, it's nightmare. You got to get like some person.
It would be like that. You have.
Which is we've done something for the month, our business.
No, because we're going to submit everything this month anyway. So
That's too embarrassing.
Yeah, so you have your actual amount and your budget number, and I'm pretty sure this is the USD number. That
always,
yeah,
so
this
everything from now on is in USD. So when you put your comments down, don't put values because it's not going to make any sense to them. Use percentages always. And like volume, again, use a percentage.
Yeah.
Also, Michelle, I was thinking about TEU volume and volume just in general.
Yeah.
And we were discussing before about we have build units per container, right?
Yeah.
They are going to continuously ask for TEU numbers and volumes. So that would be this minute, like Australia will keep asking for it and Dubai. I do suggest whatever our volume is in for the budget, whether it's BU, we apply a TEU ratio to it, and then we continue applying that TEU ratio for the actuals moving forward. And that's the number we submit.
So the budget number in terms of the containers moved, they were not TEU numbers, they were container counts.
Correct. So it's individual containers regardless of the size.
That's right.
So what I'm saying is we apply a TEU ratio
Oh,
based on something
using that.
using whatever we estimate it to be. So hypothetically, let's use 1.5. So if you have 100,000 containers, 150,000 TEU,
Yeah.
but then every month that goes by, we apply the same ratio. So we say, let's say, I don't know, actuals is 10,000 units for the month. Then we apply the same ratio, 1.5%. So it's up 15,000 containers. So that way, it doesn't really, your volume variance is still going to be the same regardless, but you're still showing them numbers in TEU. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
It's not going to be an accurate
Makes
number.
sense mathematically and why you're suggesting it. I think, yeah. Let me have a chat with Studi just to see if we can somehow get the actual TEU. If we can get the actual TEU, that'll be the ultimately.
If you can get a breakdown of the volume within 20 foot, 40 foot, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's your answer.
If we can't really do anything, then I'll get him across of using an estimate and use that same estimate for the rest of the year.
Yeah, they will continue to ask.
I
Okay.
think if you can get the actual number, then it's harder to explain with the budget.
Because the budget is not with that.
Yeah.
That's okay. We can tell them and just say like the budget, we didn't have time, we just used an estimate.
The budget
And all that sort of stuff.
1.5, but then in the actual, that some months 1.2, some month 1.6.
So your variance that you when you put in your comments,
Yeah.
the variance explanation could be exactly that. So
Yeah.
handled units is in line with budget, but TEU ratio versus
Yeah.
actuals versus budget is
Yeah.
up by X amount. And then that's
Yeah.
explainable that way. So that's fine.
To me, that's lesser of two evils, right? Just because, next year is our first year reporting to this budget, to this, budget that was set when we were not measuring TEU, right? We can get away with it for the first year, but if we don't start, at least doing something with the operational team to get the TEU count ready for next year's budget, we're going to be in bigger trouble, I guess, by year 2, right? Because we've had a year and a bit to curate this. So yeah, how it would logically, it would be, it wouldn't stack up if we go, oh, well, we still haven't counted our TEU count, I think. So I think potentially if we can, we're working with the finance managers at the moment, and they're working with their operational counterparts to get the TEU count. I think so from the Silk Rock FFS side, it's a bit closer. For CCOM, we need to get an update on where we're at with that conversation. But so the work's been farmed out internally to try to get the actual TEU count.
Yeah.
We're going to see if we can get there for October month's end. If we can't, we might just have to use the estimate.
That's fine. No one's gonna. At the end of the day, you just have to explain to them it is what it is. Really, we weren't in the position to be measuring TEUs. It wasn't one of our metrics.
Yeah.
We've applied and to be fair, any budget or forecast that you do, you have to apply a estimated ratio anyway for TEUs. So there's nothing you can really do. Yeah, it's going to be an estimate. It is what it is. But they will, if we put nothing, they will come back and they will keep asking. So eventually, like you said, we do have to work towards something that's more that will give us a number.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Yeah. Thanks. What about, so just on that, right? So that's land side, TEU. TU will be irrelevant for CL.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's more
so nothing-
warehousing, right? Well, they, you don't, but yeah,
So-
it's more warehousing management and.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least, yeah, no,
Yeah.
you don't have.
Okay.
to.
On the CEO report or contract, actually, you've got the line for.
It's gonna have a line, it's a standard
Yeah,
template,
so we'll just ignore that.
zero, yeah, nothing, you just don't enter anything. But for land side, we will need, actually, you know what? Why don't you speak to, it's probably a system issue, because I was gonna say, why don't you speak to Wendy or Elias, to see what they currently do
For the TU.
for the TEU reporting, because they would run into the same issues.
Oh, they
Similar
don't.
issues as well. They do. We got the budget. That's why I said, don't worry about what the budget is for the TU numbers, because we got the budgets. Hilariously wrong. Our TU numbers, we're like 87% short of budget.
I think it was like first 5 months we hit 1 month target or something.
Yeah. It was terrible. To be fair, the result was terrible anyway. But yeah, so we got the budget terribly wrong. But they do report a number on a monthly basis. So it might not be a bad shout actually, just to give them a call and just see what they do and how they first of all gather data.
Yeah.
And then in order to get a TU number.
Yeah.
Because they would have that information.
And they do give it pretty early. I get it day 3.
Yeah, we
day
get it. We
5
get it all.
for the CEO report.
Yeah.
So
Theoretically, if we've got those information in container chain,
You should
should
have.
be able to.
You should have, right?
Yeah. Let me check.
We
We can
we did
be,
that all the time in our investor presentation.
Container chain, they give with
Yeah.
container number.
Yeah, I would have thought, because we're container chain, yeah, every box and every vessel, we have
Track that.
records.
Oh.
So we should be able to, even if it's not something that we'd previously tracked, we should be able to,
Could be a query that could be created as well.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm pushing for the team to do that. Yeah, leave that with us. We're aware of it.
yeah. So here you report your actuals. Oh no, you don't. It's the data. Whatever you submitted will show up here in US dollars, and then this is where the budget is, and then you see a variance and the percentages, and this is where you write a comment that gets reviewed at the buy level. Yes,
Yeah, that's-
they will read
do
it. They do
look
read
at
it.
this. So
And no acronyms that they don't understand. You want to give them enough information to not come back to you, but you don't want to give them all
Too
the
much
information.
Yes.
That's the rule.
it's a fine line, but once you get it, you get it.
Refresh
Thanks for nothing.
I don't have lands.
Trust me, you'll get it. You'll get it. If you put
I don't
too
have
much
answer.
information, they just come
You
back
know?
and they're like, "Wow, what's this? What's
Because it's
that?"
planning
But
for
if you
fall.
tell them,
Because I think Lance said
if
it's
you
on.
give them,
How about this?
if you give them words that tell them something, but also tells them nothing, perfect.
Yeah.
Again, this doesn't lead.
Yeah. I don't know, you guys do it, but you cannot write release of accruals or things like.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's not allowed.
we're not gonna say that.
Yeah, just watch out for those. Watch out for the wordings.
Yeah, so you put like
Timing
there's a release.
differences.
You just say
E-to-date
year
adjustment.
to date. You say like expense.
Yeah.
No, what do you say? Actual versus accrual amount from previous. month.
Yeah, you have a cheat sheet for that, things that we.
These down.
So you get words.
Answer and how come you reply.
Again, this you're not going to have to put
Yeah.
any comments there because there's going to be no comparison to budget. So you just put something generic like for October.
Yeah.
I suggest you guys just put October result is equal to from August 18th acquisition date, or just say from acquisition date till 31st of October. That's the period it's going to be.
Yeah.
But you do need to go through these and just refresh them quickly, just so that you can actually see what's what. So the only column here that will be in yellow would be column H, and column J is actually pretty good. It gives you last month's comments. So once you actually
Copy it across.
so once you actually go through, once you get past probably June, halfway through the year, your year-to-date comments are pretty much the same.
But make sure you change the months.
Make sure you, important that you change it from year-to-date June to year-to-date July.
Important things like that.
But they will ask you questions for this. So, like, if there is something that did actually happen, then put it there. And yeah,
So
Yeah.
who are asking questions?
Dubai. So Dubai's
The
got
finance team?
Dubai's got a financial reporting team where they do the consolidations and the reviewing. So if something doesn't make sense to them, they will come to you and just ask you questions. At the beginning, we were getting quite a lot, and then we sort of started answering the questions and sort of teaching them along the way.
Yeah.
And once they get the hang of things, they actually don't ask that much, but they will ask at the beginning because this is a new
Yeah.
business, a new organization, new numbers. There's new costs in here that probably we've never had as part of Oceania as well,
Yeah.
which they'll ask. And so you will have to spend a little bit of time going back to them
Yeah.
and answering those questions. But like I said, we can help you guys as well if need be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's all of those.
Yeah.
So
the key metrics.
it's the same thing for here. This is year to date instead of month. And then this is a full year. So your actuals plus your forecasted. You just have to comment on it in your column here, AF.
And then there's a whole another 3 sections for
Against last year.
as well.
So this month, October this year versus October last year. Like why has it changed? They got to write commentary on that.
So does that mean for us, we don't need to do that? So because last year's with a no number.
Just go in here and just refresh it anyway, just so that you guys have a record of
Yeah.
a full pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's about it. You won't have to do anything.
And I think this
Again,
is
you put something generic for all the
acquisition happening.
like acquisition.
Last year wasn't
Yeah.
any of your business.
Correct. Very well said.
Definitely not a question.
Okay, the next day.
Please.
The other tabs.
Yeah, the one
Yes,
that
like
you
G's
just
ones.
before.
Which the commentary ones?
No, the one that you just posted before. Yeah, that's
Like
the one.
these ones.
I can see the warehousing occupancy percentage in there.
Where's that?
Wait,
The one before this one, I think in the payment.
This one.
Yeah, see that warehouse lease occupancy percentage.
Well, it'll be there if you submitted it for your
Does
budget.
that apply for the warehousing?
We don't do that now. No.
Okay.
And leave.
Saying now. Saying that's the warehouse lease.
Okay.
So saying that it won't be applicable in the future, I don't know. But for now, don't worry about it.
Okay, correct.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
Certainly the major warehouse flyer in the group, the third number will actually dictate how.
Convenient.
No, that's just
Reference. Yeah. So everything from tab 20, everything is just like information you can review if you want. Or we can skip to, I think it's this tab. I don't know if we have to do this one.
Yes. No.
This one, not this one, this one. So you actually have to press refresh. And then this becomes, because it says yes, because we have already pushed it to the head office. This will initially be no. So you either type yes or select yes, and then you have to press submit data.
So this will only work if you've completed all the necessary stuff.
Yeah.
Or the necessary stuff in the pack that needs, all the necessary tabs, sorry, that you need to be completed.
Yeah.
Otherwise it'll come up with an error. So you need to go back.
Okay, so that's good. So they tell us if we missed something.
But with this, you also need to complete a supplementary pack, which is the
I did.
the breakdown of the revenue by customer
Yeah.
for the top any customers over 1.5 million US. And then broken down by category, by industry and customer name. So that needs to be done on a monthly basis. So we should set up. Can you go to the supplementary pack?
That's what you asking me to do for landside.
Correct, because that's, so if landside stayed in under ports and terminals, we wouldn't have to do that.
But now because
now it's been moved to planning 44,
Because
we
of
have to do that
the-
pack. But again, it's one of those things where if you set it up properly from the get-go, it's just a template and then we can just keep rolling the forward from there. If you ask me, it's a bit of a stupid pack. To be honest.
That's similar to the customer report in our investor presentation.
Sorry, can you open up
The
one?
customer
Can you go to the budget folder, sorry?
You map
And then open up the one that I've got for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a bit,
Already given Sean a heads up that. That's right. But
no,
this
divide me.
this thing was in budget, obviously, 1.5 million.
Go to
is
logistics.
For the year.
yeah.
Supplementary
There are like
packs.
Oh,
one more
1.5 for the
50
year.
customers or more than 1.5 million. I'm not gonna categorize all of them into one. Like put it into freight forward.
1.5 US.
Yeah, so that's 1.8 maybe or 1.9.
It's easy. It's fun. It's actually easy once it's all set up. The hardest part is actually initial setup
Yeah.
of it all. And then what you do, it's based off budget and then your actuals, right? So if your actuals, you get a new customer on board and the action, it's more than 1.5 million US, which is let's say 2 million. Then what you'll do is you just set it up as a new customer.
We're playing for the phone.
Yeah, it should be already connected. Just refresh.
Most of them, just so you know, Nick, sorry, I'm digressing away.
No, that's okay.
Just of this topic, there are a lot of freight forwarders in, in that category for land side where it's more than 1.5 or 6 million.
There is a lot.
There's a lot of freight forwarders, so
Oh,
it's not really an industry, so to speak, for land side in specific. So I don't know if there's a category called it.
Is it?
No.
It's something else, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't have access to it. That's why.
Yeah, so the
Because I have it for them.
battery runs out, time pop.
Yeah, you go.
I did it for them. Yeah, I have
Oh,
it
there
for
you go.
them. But
So what it's supposed to look like is, sorry, can I just go the screen? So it's a rolling, it's accumulated balance, right? So every month just keeps, it's a year-to-date balance every time you submit it. And you need to submit it every month you submit it, you need to submit it for the full period. Because even though your forecast might not change, your actual in the month changed, which has then changed your the future month as well.
Yeah.
So then when you get to the end here, this should be equal to your total revenue forecast for the end of the year. This is the budget one that we submitted for logistics. Let me zoom in a little bit. So what they've done is they've got their customers.
Yeah.
So these are their customers for freight forwarding, sorry.
Yeah.
This is their capability, which will be freight forwarding input. And then they have to break it by industry.
Yeah.
So what Arby and I have done for contract logistics, we've actually done this already. The CL, Aaron just doesn't have access to the CL business unit.
Yeah.
So this is a list of customers we have to use. So you have to use the customer from here.
Yeah.
So if the customer isn't here, then we just need a request to buy to add it, which isn't, that's not a problem.
But that's not all customers. It's just top X, isn't it?
Top. So for example, CEO, I think we had 20 top customers,
Land side is going to be a lot because
more than 1.5
because
US.
yearly in revenue, right? Not a monthly revenue.
No, yearly.
Yearly. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to
Yeah,
be
it's a
so
lot.
many, like
So
which are going to be
then-
greater than 1.5 million.
okay, then if I grab the top 20, what percentage of would the top 20 be for the total revenue? Let's say your revenue is what, 400 million.
Yeah, so I mean,
If I grab the top 20, would that account for more than 50%?
Yeah, I think so.
probably.
Yeah, then let's do top 20.
Okay. Forget the 1.5.
Do top 20 and the rest go to others. Or it can't go to all others, actually. The others,
Into different segments of
different industries.
industry, yes.
And
Yeah.
the other part is that there's no visibility. Like, what is the end client? We won't know, like, whether it's retail, it's freight forwarding, and they are sending it to, like, the way budget is built, it is not by. So it's C.H. Robinson, if that's a freight forwarder, it's
Yeah.
based on that. We don't know,
So-
like, which industry it will.
That doesn't matter. They just care about our customer. They don't care about what the end user is. So for example, if our customer is Coles
Yeah.
and Landside invoice Coles directly, that's going to go to
Say,
consumer or
consumer goods or whatever.
yeah,
that is,
or
like,
perishables, for example, if we want, yeah, something like that.
I did that, Abby, for the whole group, because we did a budget presentation.
I know in that you had freight forwarders as a category, but in here you don't.
And if we don't, you put it to other.
Order.
Yeah, so it'll be other, like
Other,
others.
that's it.
Yeah, just saying that.
20, like 15 will be other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh,
For the land side.
well, that's what it is. That's fine.
Yeah.
15 of them could be other, and if they're all freight forwarders, then they're all freight forwarders,
Yeah.
then that's fine.
Because
If that's the case.
in your thing, you were showing the freight forwarders is the capability, not
Because this is the freight forwarding, the capability that, this is the freight forwarding
Oh,
business.
sorry, this is the freight forwarding business.
Correct. So your capability
is
would be, so for contract logistics, it's contract logistics.
Yeah.
And then for land side, it's going to be,
I thought you were thinking yesterday when you were saying we had this conversation, you were like, you're not sure about it. What's going to be the capability?
True. It's going to be warehousing, no?
Land side.
Land side.
All the six.
Oh, transport.
That come.
Transport, there is a transport. Road.
Transport.
Road is
Oh, roads.
transport.
River, rail, and land terminals.
But road is trucks.
No such thing.
I think train. That's why freight forwarding reports their land and
Welcome to DP world, where no one knows what the hell's going on.
to be honest, we can call Dubai and we'll get our.
We can call them and ask them which one's the best one for us to use, but I'm thinking it's going to be Justin actually would.
We'll confirm, but
But this is what we need to do here. So we need to break down. So the customer, you need to have a capability, which is going to be, let's say, for example, for now, it's going to be transport management. And then it's going to have a capability, which is going to be, sorry, the industry is going to be for Coles, let's say it's consumer. Oops. Like that. And then this is based off the budget, right? And then what we're going to do is in here, you can see at the top up here, you got to select the right business unit.
Yeah.
And then you have 4 categories. Yeah. So you have revenue.
Yeah.
So the only one for now that we need to split out is revenue. That's the only one I've done for the other business units. So don't do it for the rest because it's impossible.
Yeah, we can't.
I don't know how you can do. I don't know how you can do EBITDA or EBIT or anything like that. But saying that, like, so this is what the revenue will look like, right? And so every month, and for budget, what I've done is I've got your total number. You've given me a total per
The category.
for the categories and everything, and then I've just mapped it all out to by month and then year to date by month.
is this US dollars or AUD?
This is USD.
Okay, so you
So
convert it.
where you get your numbers from is here. So you need to do the Dubai management pack first. And then what you do is you come here, you press refresh, and you'll see you'll have a variance here. So this data here picks it up from your Dubai management pack. This here, this here is what's been submitted in the supplemental pack. And then this is your variance here. So what will happen is if I go to Logistics Australia and I press refresh, what you'll see is the variance will disappear and all of these will come up here. Why is the... You got to check that out. Or someone needs to...
Yes, we'll check that. But then
I see how the revenue, for example, disappears. So it's now 0, which means that it all reconciles. So what happens is on a monthly basis, and this month, what will happen? You're going to get October, and it's going to, whatever number you submit in October, it's only going to show October, November, December. That's it. Sorry, yeah, October, November, December, it will show because the prior months you don't have. And it will show a variance here. So we need to just get that breakdown by revenue. And then and then others, I think others for EBITDA, didn't break it down by EBITDA. Yeah, see, it just goes to others, the capability, and other vertical, all in one line. So essentially what you do is just copy and paste it from here. Whatever this number is, copy that. Oh, this number appears, copy that. And then paste it in the relevant months, submit data, and refresh. So once this file is completely all zero, then you can go back to that check and press refresh.
Oh, yeah, and then it'll say yes.
It will say yes, and then you press yes, submit, and then the yes will just say yes.
Yep.
And then your packs are
Otherwise,
done.
it will throw an error.
Otherwise, it'll throw up an error, and then Kelly or Fiona will chase you to submit your pack.
So feel free to call. Because actually, no, yeah, so we do the do-by pack first up to
Yeah.
the stage that we need to
The whole way. You can do the whole way.
the whole way and then do this, but we
Yeah.
submit it at the end once these 2 packs are.
Yeah. So it doesn't let you submit. These 2 packs go hand in hand.
Okay.
This one is quite annoying, to be honest. You should probably look at setting something up more concrete and easy. I don't know if you guys have. The one thing that VP Ward isn't good at is customer view. So as in revenue by customer,
Yeah.
we're not really good at that, to be honest. We don't have any matrix pretty much that says, we don't have a portal that says, I don't know, Maersk generated 10 million in revenue this month, which is quite annoying when it comes to the end of the year and they ask for that data. So we need to go back into our billing system and actually build it ourselves in a way.
Yeah.
But if you guys have a customer portal per se, or something that sort of you can see easily,
Yeah.
I don't know, you invoice DP World $1 million in Jan,
Yeah.
Feb, March, then that's perfect.
We have.
Build something over that where you can capture certain customers. The difference goes into others. And then all you need to do every month, just copy and paste that data into, or you could convert it, whatever the rate is, you get the rate, and then convert that and paste the data
We
into
do
there.
have that. We will have that on a weekly and monthly basis. There is another report now. I think APAC maybe commercial team. I think maybe.
The one I sent yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all about
So people
customer
asking about
revenue.
revenue.
I don't know if that's something new or how does it, because it
Some guy,
seems like it's the same exact sort of information.
yeah. The name Conrad. Do you know anyone?
Yeah. So Conrad is in Lewis's team. He's helping sort of get.
They do a pack for APAC for Singapore where they need to report revenue by customer every month. So I'm sending that information. I sent that yesterday.
Who did you send it to?
Conrad.
Conrad.
No, not really Conrad. He was
That's a child.
Oh, that's the young guy that's out here.
Yeah.
He's the guy. He's the guy that's in Travis's team.
Oh.
You know the young guy that sits in the corner down there. Charles Gill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Charles.
Oh.
Yeah, he flew down today too.
So I've been sending that information every month. Like this second month, not really every month, so 2 months in past. So apparently it's a monthly thing which is required.
And it's something new. I think it sounds like something new. There may be a new VP of B&A somewhere in APAC that started to ask for this, and that's why.
It comes from to us.
Normally they do a lot of so the amount of reporting that we have to do financially, they also need to do on a customer side as well to buy.
Yeah, okay.
And so all these packs sort of intertwine with each other. So IT does one pack. We do a pack from an overall perspective, commercial. So Ravi's team. I don't know if have you met Ravi before? He's just out here.
He's next door. He's the VP of.
He's the VP for ports and terminals commercial. So he's the one that's got all the relationships with the shipping lines and for terminals and contract logistics essentially. So his team would be in charge of submitting packs at a customer level for revenue and volume, but then reconciles back to our packs, which then
It comes
goes from
yeah,
there.
so it's come from
So,
the same person that's
yeah.
producing it. Yeah. Gotcha.
So
That'll be for a different purpose.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's a similar thing. It's
DP Ward is an extremely demanding business when it comes to reporting and information. They want to know everything and anything about everything. And they will ask like 75 different